Hi there! The New Year Island fog event has now begun in Dragon City, and we have this cute little guy. I love him. This Dreadnought dragon. He reminds me of, like, you know, the floating Bowser's castle ship that baby Bowser gets in and that. Anyway, but we have this guy available in this new fog event. And with fog events, it is really important that you have some sort of guide to show you where to go, because as you can see, you can't see which steps to take. Do not use these buttons at the bottom. They will just waste your currency. But if you want to know how you can get your hands on this dragon, Insignias, and all of the event items, I have created some guides for these, and we will go through all three of the guides that I've created today. If you want to be able to go and download these for yourself, just head over to my Discord server, so the link to that will be in the description, and then in the DC event guide section you'll see that all three of these are added into that channel. You can just click them and then open in browser and you can see, you know, a higher quality version of them, and then you can just use them as you want up to the end of the event. I don't believe there are going to be many errors, if any, on these, but if there are, please let me know and then we can fix them. But anyway, when you are going through this fog event, you need to choose whether you want to go and get the 8 pieces of this dragon or whether you want to focus on getting the event items, because we've got sparkle jars and we have wish spheres, which are the items that you can use as part of this collection here. And if you're going to be active for every single event, if you pick up every single wish sphere that you can, you get a bit lucky and get all the sparkle jars, then you'd get the Dreadnought dragon guaranteed. But if you're not going to be hard grinding every single event, then the only way for you to get Dreadnought is going to be if you pick up all of his pieces from this event. So if you want to get the dragon outright, then the map that you would use for that would be Fog Event Map 1. And now this map only shows you how to get the dragon himself, not any of the event items, so not any of the sparkle jars or anything. But if you purely want to go and get the dragon, then the total cost is 5,410, and the amount of currency that we can get from resets, because we are back to 8-hour resets, or we should be, is 5,400, and then we can get fog coins from quests, which is 500, so this is very doable. And this also won't include any ad currency, because now that we've gone back to the old style of events, it looks like we've got the regular quest currency coming out, which means we're back to 8-hour resets, we're getting the normal quest amounts, and then of course you can get some additional currency from your ads, but it's a variable amount because the roulette wheels can drop up to 1,000, but either way, the first map over there is very doable because you could get it through quest reset currency alone. And so that's if you just want the dragon. If you want to get the dragon and some of the event items, so that includes like the sparkle jars and the insignias, then this would be the map maybe for you. It is a little bit on the pricier side, so if you think that you can get about 6,000 currency without ads, this one comes to 7,775. But if it's going to be a bit too expensive, you can always cut out a couple of the extra wish spheres. But essentially you start in the middle, you go down to the right, and then you just follow it along, get everything that you can. And so from this map you'd get the 10 insignias, 1 sparkle jar in the top left, and 6 wish spheres, and of course the dragon himself. So you could do this if you get enough currency, so I'd save up until the very end of the event and see if you can get 7,775 currency, and then maybe this is the path that you'd want to take. However, if you want to try and finish off the full collection, or you don't care about Dreadnought, then you can use this map right here, which is the map that is for the event items only. So this includes the insignias, the wish spheres, and the sparkle jars only, so not any of the Dreadnought pieces. And so following this one, instead of heading down, you would start by heading to the right, then you would go bottom right, bottom left, and then make your way back up and finish on near enough the top right tile of this map. But the total cost of this one is 8,430, which of course is like, what, 2,400 above what you would get from the quest currency alone. So considering that, well, the quest plus resets, so you will have to be hoping maybe for some ad luck. But for this map, if you cut out either the bottom right hand wish sphere or the top right wish sphere, then you will cut out quite a lot of the costs, because the top right, so the wish sphere on his own right at the top right, is 1,280 currency. So take off that top right wish sphere alone and you could probably easily afford this map. So bearing all of that in mind, just pick what you want to focus on first, and then save up all of your currency and spend it in, say, the last reset or the second last reset of the event, so you know exactly what you can afford. Because there's no point starting on a path and then you realize, oh wait, I could have actually picked up an extra 2 wish spheres now. Because once you go back on a path in a fog event, it costs you extra currency. It's not like the grid event where you can just, you know, click go this way and then go back for it without it costing anything. Every time you go back, it costs you 5 currency to re-enter a tile you've already been over. So you do not want to be making any steps until you are 100% sure where you're gonna go. So all of that considered, I hope that you can get everything that you want out of this event. But I will probably myself be going for this map right here, which includes all of the wish spheres, because I'm probably going to go for the big total collection, but we shall see. So if you want to know how you can collect the currency for this event, it is super easy. You could get all of your currency just by clicking your habitats. Alternatively, you could just hatch a level 1 dragon and then feed them up and then get the reset done in like, what, 10 seconds? But they are every 8 hours now. Recently, we've had the resets at once per day. They are back to 8-hour resets now, so make sure that you are aware of this. We do also have the Brian bot in my Discord server, which notifies you of when the reset is, so you can pay attention to him if you want to, but generally that's all that you have to do. Just log in once every 8 hours, feed up your dragons, save up your currency, spend it at the end. But, you know, it's going to be a lot of work to get to the 50 that we need to finish off the collection, but even if you don't finish off the collection, you can still get this one, which has like Phoenix perks, you can get collection chests. This is probably going to be the better option for most players, but it depends. If you just want the dragon, you have the choice of doing that. But definitely I'd recommend picking up the Sparkle Jar, just in case you do happen to get, you know, a free 100 orbs of the High Aura Sphere and the Heroic Trade Essence out of it. You might as well try it. But anyway, aside from that, of course, like I said, make sure you are doing your quests as well. And then on top of your quests, make sure you are watching those ads, because we do have bonus items in the ads as well. Like we've got all this fog currency, and then there are extra wish spheres also available in the ads. So get watching your ads and log in and doing those every 6 hours. So yeah, we got a few different resets, like 6 hours, 8 hours. And then of course, we've got Heroic Race going on as well. So there are a few different reset timers to be aware of. The other thing that we have today is a new Wizard's Hollow, and this time we have your boy Redemption Doom available. And now I am a big fan of Redemption Doom's design. I think he is such a cool dragon to just, you know, look at. He is a primary element time, which is not ideal against all the heroic VIPs, and he is not one of the reviving redemptions. He's instead the No Remorse redemption, which honestly they don't get as much love because they don't really have as much utility as the others. But he is still a legendary VIP and he is still available in the Hollow. So even if you spend like, what, 100 gems, maybe 200 gems max on this guy, it'd probably be worth it, but I wouldn't go too crazy. However, in this Hollow, we do also have a guaranteed gem chest if you get 10 of the golden runes, and then we have perk chests if you get 11 of the blue runes. So you'll need a lot of runes to get anything really this time. But I will say that if you can guarantee a gem chest while you're going through and spending gems on the wizards, might be worth it. I'm going to spend just 5 gems just to give it a good shot. If we don't get anything, I'm not going to be too salty because I've already got Redemption Doom. But let's see, are we going to get unlucky and hit another wizard as soon as it's physically possible to do so? Probably, but let's see. No, I guess not. But you know, it is just the way the game, like I always say, you can go into these events and get extremely lucky, pick up tons of gold runes, and then not run into a wizard until room 40. It's very possible, but usually you're going to run into a wizard at least once every rest area, so that's like once every 5 rooms. Oh goodness, we are close to getting a gem chest. See, this is where it starts to get spicy, because if we were to run into a wizard now, we could gem, and if we ended up getting the gold runes that we needed on room 13 and 15, then we'd just get, you know, guaranteed at least 25 gems, which would make it worth it. But you're not guaranteed to get those gold rune drops, and this is the point where it's like, oh god, do I gem? Do I dare it? Do I waste the potential gems when I could just dip? But, you know, I guess we can hope and pray that we get a drop soon so that we at least get 25 gems back. Oh, should I do it just because you're here? I normally wouldn't. Normally I would dip here. I'm going to spend the extra 10 just because you're here with me. So let's see. Do we get screwed over? We do have 4 gems back. I would love to get some gold runes. Please game. Please game. I've been a very good girl this year so far. Yes, I know we're only 6 days into the year, but I have not done anything too questionable so far. Come on, we got 1 more room. Give us at least 2. At least 2 golds, please. Oh, baby, it did it. Okay. You see, I'm very stingy, and since I already have this dragon, I think this is worth us quitting out right now, because we took the chance, we got a little bit lucky this time. I don't need Redemption Doom, so I'm gonna be a baby, and I'm gonna claim and quit while we're ahead. Hell yes. See, that is a positive result. So what do we get out of our chest? We get health perk, that's fine, and then out of our gem chest we get 25, which is, you should usually expect the lowest, but of course we could have gotten a larger amount than that, and then we did pick up like 4 additional gems on top. So we Gucci. We made a net positive on that one, got a free perk. It's not the biggest payout ever, but that avoids us wasting any more unnecessary gems. See, we took a minor, very minor risk. We got a very minor bit of rewarding. I'm not going to complain. Now, if you're going to ask me where I'm up to in my heroic race, I haven't really been logging in because I had to go to the hospital yesterday, so we are actually still on lap 7. We are very far behind. At this point, I would expect us to be close to lap 11, 2 days into the event, but no, I just didn't really log in very much yesterday. But we should be able to get our items now, or mostly, I think, so I'm going to take our chances with this and, you know, continue with our grinding. But my goodness, yesterday was, well, this morning actually, when I was doing my breeding quest, I was having to do like 35, 40 terror breeds before I was getting a single item. My goodness, the game was really making me work for this one. And I was like, really? I'm not logging in and now you're punishing me even more? And that is just what can happen. But I will say that usually with these heroic races, the reason why I'm not panicking right now is because typically with these heroic races, we have like, what, 3 days, 4 days of leeway on the timers. So I've wasted maybe like a day and a half so far. We can definitely make that up and still get to lap 15, barely spending any gems whatsoever. So I'm not panicking about this one as of yet. If I keep being lazy with it, then yeah, it will be an issue. But primarily the reason why I'm not caring too much about this one is just that all that we have to do is get to lap 15. So to me, that just means that we can just chill. Basically, we don't have to worry about it too much, but that's what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to keep grinding this out, seeing if we can at least get to lap 15, get the dragon, get the heroic combat quest done, because I've not ever failed a heroic race so far. Maybe this will be the first one. You never know. If I just cannot be bothered after the high corrupted time race, it could happen, but it's not happened so far during my Dragon City return. But, you know, there's always a first for everything. But anyway, since this is just refusing to give me the items that I need, even though there's no cooldown, because I know due to the timers, I'm just going to grind this myself, because this game hates me with my item giving today. So I'm going to grind that myself behind closed doors, because I hate terror breeding. But anyway, that is most of the new stuff going on at the moment. Of course, if you're confused about anything, just make sure you are up to date with the events. One thing I haven't checked yet is, have they actually added wish spheres to the arena yet? As you can see, I've not done any of my rush stuff yet either. But no, they've not added the wish spheres to the arena either yet, which is kind of annoying. I was hoping that they would at some point. But we don't really have anything else going on currently, apart from what we've already been through. So, you know, it's basically just heroic race, fog event, and holo being the new crap. So I do wish you the very best of luck, and do remember that when you are collecting your wish spheres in the New Year Island event, the wish spheres can actually drop ×1, ×2, or ×3, and you can actually see this on Ditlet, believe it or not. It shows you that there's a random drop chance of the wish spheres of +1, +2, +3. So you may get really unlucky when you pick up these wish spheres and only get +1s. If you're really lucky and get +3s, then that might be an easy collection for you. So good luck. I hope that you get all the wish spheres that you need, get all of your collectioning done, and manage to pick up Dreadnought, whether it's via pieces or just via event item collecting.